Design systems are a set of standards and rules that we designers use to design at scale. Design systems help ensure consistency and reusability while minimizing chaos and redundant work. Design systems are a shared language across designs, channels, and teammates. With design systems in place, developers don't have to continuously develop the same or similar UI elements the same way that we as designers don't have to rethink UI elements with each new screen. When it comes to design systems, we need to start from the smallest building blocks, atoms or foundations, and then build upon from there until we are able to design at scale, while developers are able to develop more efficiently. Think of it as limiting our choices in a sense, but for the sake of easy scaling, consistency, collaboration, and efficiency. Design systems are an investment. They are not something that you need to build for each project, especially if you're working alone or with just a couple of developers. They're not for one-off type of projects. They're for long-term, continuous projects with larger teams. Design systems are also not a one-and-done kind of thing. They grow with time just as projects do. They evolve to the new needs, and they require continuous accountability from the entire team to keep them alive. A problem I have noticed is that because it's a hot topic, designers and agencies try to push it for each and every project, and it ends up hurting efficiency. Or they work on some small style guides and UI kits and call them design systems. However, the principles we'll learn in this module can still help you achieve all the goals that design systems usually help us get to. You just need to know what things to do and what things you can skip on, and why. It's not a design system if you're the only one using it. However, using these principles can definitely help you become a master at design, and Figma, and collaboration. If a developer codes components like you have them in design, if they're documented and reusable, if anyone else who joins the team can easily get onboarded and start a reference element in the product the same way you do, then you've actually built a design system. It's that shared, organized language the entire team knows and uses. For small design projects, those that last a couple of months, you can create basics of a design system, like we will learn in this module, to help yourself design better and more efficiently. But for anything above that, we can definitely create an entire course to be able to go over all of the ins and outs of design systems. But again, that's not the point of this Figma course. However, when it comes to perspective of design systems and libraries in the context of Figma, we've got you covered. I just wanted to make that very clear because I've seen that term thrown around a lot lately, and it feels like a slap in the face of people who actually work on building and maintaining design systems. To close off this introductory lesson, we'll look at design system in this module, as we did with a lot of other things in the last couple of modules. We'll start from the smallest reusable elements, build them as foundations, and then use those to create more complex components. We'll take colors and typography and build buttons, and then we'll build input fields, and by bringing input fields together with buttons, we can create forms. That will then become an established design pattern, and we can use it to create all of our other forms in our interface and so on. So you'll learn the concept of design system, but we won't build an entire design system. It takes a real project and constraints and requirements to be able to do it. It's months of work, and honestly, it never stops. Design systems are evolving with time, as I've already said. But we will cover all of the basics you need to know so that you can plan your designs with design system approach in mind and to be more efficient and professional UX, UI, or product designer. If consistency and efficiency are high on your list of priorities as a designer, you're at the right place. This module should introduce you to everything that you need to know about design system from Figma's perspective, but not everything you need to know about design systems in general. As I've said, it's a massive topic. It could be a full-blown course, but hopefully you understand what you're gonna get with this module.